First car pushed off will be Jack Sodeman Jr. The Glassmere Fuel Service PRS Transit Economy Tolling 23 car out of North Jackson, Ohio. One win on the season. That came at Mercer. Jack did not get a hot lap, so he'll get one lap before he trips the clock. Now ready to take the green for 2 laps, Jack Sodeman Jr. Okay, so he did not take the extra lap. This is his 13.387 the first lap for Sodeman, 13.387. Second car to qualify out of Worcester, Ohio, the Wild Chow, Jack Hodenshield. Jack Hodenshield in car number 9. First lap time, 13.196, 13.196. $12.997. Second lap, 12.997. That is the time to beat. In the Superior Tank and Trailer Cycle Warehouse Harmony Truck 22 from Evans City, our defending track champ, Brandon Spithaler. Brandon Spithaler in car 22. Brandon goes 13.365, 13.365. Spithaler's second lap, 13.404, 13.404. Taking the green flag from Delton, Ohio in car number 81, Lee Jacobs. Lee Jacobs in car number 81. Kenny's son. His dad has won some big races here at Lernerville. First lap, 12.993. That's the quickest lap so far, 12.993 for Lee Jacobs. Second lap slower at 13.053, 13.492, 13.492. $13.554, 13.554 the second lap for Shetler. Dean Jacobs out of Worcester, Ohio now in car number 97. Dean Jacobs from Worcester, Ohio in car 97. 25 career All-Star wins. Dean turns at 13.164, 13.164. That's third quick. $13.196 the second lap, 13.196. From State College in car 49, Brad Howard. Brad Howard in car number 49. First lap, 13.560, 13.560. Howard's second lap, 13.514, 13.514. In the Soapsack Electric, Scheiderle Construction number 13 from Wampum, the wheelman, Brandon Mattis. Brandon Mattis in car number 13. 13.580, 13.580, first lap for Brandon. $13.514 the second lap, 13.514. Check that, 13.442, 13.442. And the 2S, Francis Sesko, the Advanced Auto Parts R&R Engine Rebuilder's car from New Bethlehem, Francis Sesko. First lap, 13.881, 13.881. Lee Jacobs still has the time to beat, 12.993. Sesko's second lap, 13.858, 13.858. In the Lynch Racing 2L from Apollo, the Apollo Rocket, Ed Lynch Jr., the all-time leading sprint car winner at Lernerville Speedway. Ed Lynch Jr. Fastest lap, 12.721, 12.721 for the Apollo Rocket. Second lap, 12.793, 12.793. In the McMillan Honey, KD Machine, Lady Sky Club, Grossman's 5M from Hermitage, Mike Lutz. Mike Lutz in car 5M. First lap for Mike, 13.385, 13.385. Excuse me, it was 13.345. 13.345 the second lap for Mike Lutz. Out of Pulaski in car number 38, the Schwartzmiller Ground Maintenance, Ed and Jerry's Auto Service car. This is Dennis Wagner. Dennis Wagner. Wagner at 13.478, 13.478. $13.377, much quicker the second lap. $13.377 for Dennis Wagner. Out of the Buckeye State from Findlay, Ohio, in car number 40, Caleb Helms. Caleb Helms in car number 40. Helms goes fourth quick at 13.135, 13.135. $13.067, 13.067 the second lap, still fourth best. The Steel City Outlaw in the Berlin Bakery. Canton Erectors, Alternative Power Sources 45 from Aliquippa, Tim Schaefer. Former winner of the Don Martin Silver Cup. Four-time All-Star champion, Timmy Schaefer, fourth best. 13.009, 13.009. $13.110, lap 2, 13.110. A car 5K, the Sunburst machine, that is Adam Kekich. Adam Kekich in the 5K from Hermitage. Adam Kekich in the 5K. Come on in. 13.563, 13.563 for Kekich. Second lap, 13.540, 13.540. In the McClung Auto Body, approved Southern Reynolds, Heinz Racing Engines number 7 from Greenville, Eric Turkey Williams. Eric Williams in car number 7. Williams, 13.466, 13.466. Much better, 13.093. That's sixth best, 13.093 for Eric Williams on lap 2. He won 4 straight All-Star championships. He's won 3 times with the All-Stars at Lernerville, back running with the series full-time in 2014. Alveda, Ohio's Chad Kemenon is 63. Chad Kemenon, car 63. 13.089, 13.089. 6th fastest. Kemenon moves near the top of the ladder. He goes second quick at 12.864. 12.864, lap 2 for Chad Kemenon. In the Rudzik Excavating 49 from Lockburn, Ohio, Cole Duncan. Cole Duncan in the Rudzik 49. 12.954, third quick, 12.954 for Cole Duncan. .922, even better the second lap, still third best. Cole Duncan, 12.922. In the Berlin Natural Bakery, Benell's Rod Shop, Alternative Power Sources number 10H from Pittsburgh, Danny Holtgraver. Danny Holtgraver tied with Timmy Schaefer for second in the All-Star points. 1 win at Lernerville this year. 6th best, 12.998. 12.998 the first lap for Danny Holtgraver. He'll stay 6th best, 13.069. Lap 2, 13.069. Jared Zimbardi in the Zimbardi Electric number 35 from Bradford. Jared Zimbardi in car 35Z. Zimbardi's first lap, we'll get it for you here. The second was 13.094. 13.094 was the first lap for Zimbardi. The second lap was 13.145. 13.145. In car number 14 from Hartford, Ohio, current All-Star points leader, defending champion, former Lernerville champion, Dale Blaney. Blaney, 12th best at 13.266. 13.266. .202, lap number 2, 13.202 for Dale Blaney. And the Terry Bowser Excavating Turner's Premium Iced Tea number 10 from Sarver, the Boggsville Bullet, Carl Bowser. He was in Sheets. Oh, Sheets victory lane here last Friday night. Going to be slow this first lap. Bowser times in at 13.800, 13.800 over the banking again on lap 2. But it is better, 13.375, 13.375 for the Boggsville Bullet. Car number 80 from West Union, Ohio is Trey Guston. Trey Guston in car number 80. What's he got? 12.871. 12.871. Second quick for Trey Guston at 12.750. 12.750. On the clock now in car number 57, Andrew Poker. Andrew Poker from West Salem, Ohio. He got a win here a year ago. Poker's first lap, 13.015, 13.015. Second lap, better, 12.985, 12.985. That gets him in the 5th slot right now. It's still Ed Lynch Jr., 12.721. Trey Guston in the 80 at 12.750. 63, Chad Kemenon, 12.864. Cole Duncan in the 49 at 12.922. And Andrew Polker in the 57 at 12.985. Sixth is the 81 of Lee Jacobs at 12.993. One lap for Davy Jones as he missed his spot in the qualifying order. The 76th, the Baden Bandit, Davy Jones. A.J. Flick will also get one lap in car number 2. Davy Jones times in at 14.750. And the final car, I believe, no, we got one more down there. I think Brent Mattis is down there as well. A.J. Flick in the Ferguson Heating and Air Conditioning Alternative Power Sources, J.D. Byrider number 2. He is coming to green. A.J. making the big jump from our sportsman class to the super sprint cars here in 2014. Has not had much luck so far here at Lernerville. His lap time is 14.451. 14.451. And in the Climate Supply in Transit, Allied Rubber and Rigging number 33 from Wampum, Brent Mattis. Brent Mattis in car number 33. The final car to qualify. Look out, Brent. Mattis' time 14.905. 14.905, so 27 cars taking time. 27 Ice-T presenting the University of Northwestern Ohio All-Star Sprint Cars tonight, along with the Rush Crate Late Models and the Rush Sportsman Modifieds. We are about set to go racing. Before we do, we ask that you rise for our opening ceremonies. If you could pause around the speedway. Gentlemen, remove your caps. To lead us in our invocation, Reverend Bill Beck.
Thank you very much, Dow. Tonight, while we're praying, I want to remember Duff Snuffy Smith, who passed away this week, that raced here at the racetrack. Also, there are many people that we need to pray for. I'm going to ask you to pray for this racetrack tonight to keep the rain away and get our show in as gracefully as we can. Let's bow our heads and pray. Heavenly Father, we're grateful for the protection you give us and for the joy you give us of the racing community. Watch over each of our drivers, our pit crews, our people on the grandstand. We ask this all in the precious name of Jesus. Amen.
Thank you, Bill. And to sing our national anthem tonight, homegrown recording artist, Mr. Alan Free.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Alan. Consol Energy Center, Pittsburgh. Rangers are out of Uniontown. On the pole. Outside of John from Salzburg in the 84, Andrew Wiley. Andrew Wiley in car number 84. Inside the second row in the 42C, Chad Shear from Hyde Park. Chad Shear in the 42. Car number 8 from Hermitage, Alan Dellinger. Alan Dellinger in the Bob Williams number 8. On the pole. Outside the 84 of Andrew Wiley. Will go with the cone right there. Green is out. Over from the pole, your leader, Wiley, is second. Then it's Dellinger and Shear, Schaefer and Ruhlman. John Over, still your leader in the K2 engineering car. Alan Dellinger trying the low side of Wiley for second. It'll be Wiley second, Dellinger third, Ruhlman fourth, and it's, oh, look out, Schaefer, Shear, Lake and company get together again down the front straightaway. Everybody still racing. Troy Shields on the outside makes his way up to fifth in the S&S Communications car. And we got a problem here. The Garden of Eating 2M of Chuck Medved brings out lap heat race. John Over continues to lead. Andrew Wiley on the outside. Oh, we got a wreck. We got a wreck. We got a wreck in turn number 1 and 2. Looks like Troy Shields in the 11 car got the worst of. Off again. Overtakes the outside this time. He continues to lead. Chad Ruhlman in a 3-wide battle on the outside for second. Has the 4 car just ahead of Andrew Wiley and Alan Dellinger, but Wiley leaves turn 4 in second, then Ruhlman, Dellinger, and Chad Shear in the 42. Ruhlman to the low side of Wiley, and the Bemis Point, New York driver moves into second. John Over continues to lead. We're past halfway. Past the halfway mark. Trying to hold off Dellinger for third. Less than 2 laps to go. John Over out in front by more than a second over Chad Ruhlman, with Andrew Wiley third, Dellinger fourth, and Shear in fifth. The white flag is waving. The final lap. Ruhlman making up a little bit of ground. He cut the lead in half in that previous lap. But John Over is going to bring the K2 to the checkered flag. Chad Ruhlman second, Andrew Wiley third, Alan Dellinger fourth. Then Chad Shear in the 42 fifth. Michael Lake at sixth, Timmy Schaefer seventh, Troy Shields eighth, Chuck Medved ninth, and Tony White 10th. Your winner out of Uniontown in the K2, John Over. John Over. Chad side will be the Freak, Nico DeBecco, in car F1. The QuickTime Suspensions car from Pittsburgh. He picked up a win a couple of weeks back at Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. Another Pittsburgh winner inside of the second row in the DNC Auto Body No Block Heating and Cooling Scott C's Auto Group car. That's Josh Holtgraver. Chad Reitzman in the number 21 car, the blue 21, or excuse me, Jamie Reitzman from Cortland, Ohio. Muse, PA in the 1W. George Kowanek in front. Holkraver and DeBecco right with him in turn 4. Holkraver on the inside, Kowanek on the outside. Close the race at the end of lap number 1. Angelico, Dan in the 14, moves to third. We got a car spinning. Jamie Wrightsman in the 21 has brought out the caution in turn number 1. Demo Derby in September. Green is out. Kowanek and Holkraver head into turn number 1. George Kowanek, your leader. Josh Holkraver second. Dan Angelico in the 14 to third. Eric Wilson in the 27 is fourth. Angelico challenging Holkraver for second. Wilson comes up across the racetrack and leaves the door open, and Ryan Montgomery takes the 12 car to fourth. DeBecco back around Wilson off at turn 2 for fifth. Your leader, George Kowanek. Josh Holkraver is second. Dan Angelico third. Ryan Montgomery fourth. Nico DeBecco, then Eric Wilson. Adamick, Moats, Compton, Stow, and Wrightsman. Past halfway, the race for the lead continues. George Kowanek just ahead of Josh Holkraver and Dan Angelico. Side by side for fifth now, the 27 of Eric Wilson and the F1 of Nico DeBecco. Wilson around DeBecco. Ryan Montgomery just ahead of them in fourth. This will be lap 6, 2 to go. Kowanek pushing high off of 4. Holkraver trying to get alongside into turn number 1, and Dan Angelico sits right behind the duo. Off of 2, battle on down the backstretch. Coming to the white flag. Eric Wilson ahead of Ryan Montgomery, tries to pass him back. Kowanek spinning, collects Wilson, who gets by with damage, flat right front tire. Caution is out. George Kowanek, front bumper section of that car. Holkraver has got himself some great late model wins here at Lernerville. Green is out. The D&T Auto Body Double Ott, your leader. Now Ryan Montgomery will spin the car trying to get the lead away. We'll come to the checkered. We will come to the checkered. Holkraver leads them off of 4. He'll win it. Angelico second. DeBecco third. Stow. Your winner, Josh Holkraver out of Pittsburgh in the 00. Caleb Helms in the 40. The Wild Child, Jack Hodenshield, starting fourth. It's the Keir Speed Shop, Tiffin, Ohio, heat race number 1. Ooh, Mr. Jacobs went a little soon. Dean Jacobs is your leader. Spithaler is second. Oh, Wild Child and Helms come together on the front stretch. Hodenshield of the 9 slides up to third, and he'll hold on to the spot down the back chute. Then it's Helms and Duncan. Dean Jacobs out in front. Brandon Spithaler second. Lynch in the 2 on the inside, holding off Soderman. Lynch running right now 6th in the final transfer spot. Soderman is 7th. A.J. Flick around Brad Howard at the back of the field. Big lead for Dean Jacobs. I mean, big lead. Halfway down, he is out in front by more than 3 seconds over Brandon Spithaler, who's got Jack Hodenshield closing in down the back chute. 4th is Helms, 5th is Duncan, and 6th is Lynch. Your leader has caught the back of the field. Dean Jacobs to the low side in turn 4, trying to get under Brad Howard. Can't make the pass. Less than 2 laps to go. Jacobs still unable to get by Howard. The lead starting to shrink as he comes to the white flag. Jacobs this time will slide up around Jacobs, clearing him, putting him a lap down, or Howard, excuse me. Jacobs lapping Howard. Spithaler is second. Third is Hodenshield. Helms is fourth, then Duncan and Lynch. Out of Worcester, Ohio, in car number 97. Dean Jacobs wins it convincingly over Brandon Spithaler. Jack Hodenshield, Caleb Helms, Cole Duncan, and Ed Lynch Jr. Dean Jacobs in car 97 getting the win over the 22 of Brandon Spithaler, the 9 of Jack Hodenshield. Green is out. Blaney's your leader into 1 and 2. Bowser follows him down the back straightaway in second. Holkraver is third. Hulker is fourth, and it's Williams fifth. On the inside, Brandon Madison at 13 moves to sixth. Mattis, who started seventh, has moved to sixth. Big lead for Blaney. Car number 80, Trey Gustin, trying to repass Mattis for that sixth and final transfer spot. He passes him off of 4. Brandon runs him down on the front chute. And speaking of the back straightaway, Dale Blaney sets sail into turn number 3. Carl Bowser second and Danny Holkraver third. The race right now is for the final transfer spot. Brandon Mattis on the outside in the 13. In car 80, Trey Gustin. It's still Mattis over Gustin. Halfway for your leader, Dale Blaney. Out in front by more than 2 seconds. The all-time leading all-star winner over the Bogsville Bullet. Then it's back almost a straightaway to Danny Holkraver, Andrew Poker, Eric Williams, and Mattis. Gustin running 7th right now, outside of transferring. Blaney lapping the Baden Bandit, Davy Jones. 2 laps to go. Lead down to 1.4 seconds. Holkraver's car sounds flat. 10H car sounds like it's not hitting on all 8 cylinders. White flag for Blaney. Bowser second. And somebody out there, it sounds like Danny Holkraver's car has no RPMs. Dale Blaney into turn 3. Carl Bowser closing as they come to the checkered flag. Blaney wins it. Bowser is second. The race for third. Danny Holkraver just ahead of Andrew Poker, Eric Williams, and Brandon Mattis transfers. Now Brandon Mattis takes the final transfer spot into 13. Trey Gustin, who was the second dirt late model, flat out magazines published each month. Area Auto Racing News published every week. It's Mike Lutz on the outside taking the low. Schaefer and Wagner. I don't know how Schaefer didn't flip. Wow. He is second, still on the gas. Up to third is Lee Jacobs in the 81. Then Zombardi running currently in the 5th spot. And 6th is Dennis Wagner. Well, not anymore. Danny Shetler is now up to 6th. Lutz leads Schaefer is second. Then Lee Jacobs, Zombardi, Kamenaugh, and Danny Shetler in the final transfer spot right now in car number 7K, running 6th. Schaefer trying to run down Lutz as we close in on halfway. Mike Lutz, your leader. Timmy Schaefer closing the gap. Halfway, 4 to go. Lee Jacobs, Jared Zimbardi, and Chad Kamenaugh with Danny Shetler 6th. Good race here between Sesko, Wagner, and Brent Mattis. Schaefer, slider into turn number 4, slides up in front of Lutz. Lutz tries to duck back under. Into 1. Schaefer is your leader. Mike Lutz slows. Lutz off the pace. Trying to go again. He does. He's 4th. Lutz drops to 4th. Less than 2 laps to go. Kemanaugh is 5th. Shetler is 6th. Timmy Schaefer, your leader, coming for the white flag. 1 to go. Lee Jacobs 2nd. Jared Zombardi 3rd. Mike Lutz 4th. Chad Kemanaugh 5th. Schaefer in front by nearly 2 seconds as he leaves turn 4 to take the win. Jacobs 2nd, Zimbardi 3rd, Lutz 4th, Kemanaugh 5th, and Danny Shetler transfers in car 7K. Tim Schaefer, your winner. Tim Schaefer, a close call to start that race coming down the front straightaway. He and Dennis Wagner, but Schaefer steers out of it and modifieds. Rush Sportsman modifieds, 602 powered, crate GM powered. Same chassis as big block mods. Steel wheels, steel Bilstein shocks. First year ever for this new division. Scheduled lineup will find Eric Beggs out of Slippery Rock on the pole in car number 11. Outside from Buffalo. 8 laps the distance, Green is out. The 11 car, your leader, that would be Eric Beggs. Second is Adam Hilton in the 3. Adam Hilton takes the lead from Eric Beggs. Jordan Eck is 3rd, Rocky Kugel 4th, Adam Sigel 5th, and Jamie Duncan. Jamie Duncan running 6th. Kugel on the outside of Eck, trying to move into 3rd. There, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Nice lead for Adam Hilton. The 11 car of Eric Beggs. The 1 of Kugel trying to squeeze to the outside of Beggs, who's got a push, and down low comes Jordan Eck. He'll move to 2nd. Jordan Eck moves to 2nd. Problem here in turn 4. Caution out. At the top of the speedway, Greater Latrobe Speedway reunion tomorrow. Also, the Rappin' on Racin' Racers reunion is happening a week from tomorrow, the 17th. And we'll tell you about them back here July 4th to join the Boss Wingless Sprint Cars. On Friday night, July 4th, Green is back out. Grabbing the early lead is Adam Hilton in the 3A. He was the leader when the caution came out. On the outside comes Rocky Kugel. He and Jordan Eck battle hard into turn 3. Kugel really put it in there high and deep. Eck is 2nd. Kugel was 3rd. Eric Beggs is 4th now in the 11. And he's got Adam Sigel in the 91, close 5th. Also in the mix there, the 18 of Jamie Duncan. Rocky Kugel around Jordan Eck for 2nd. Kugel got a push going into the turn. He gets too high, and he's over the banking this time. Eck is back in 2nd, and Kugel will spin the car. And the caution is out. Kugel catches up to the field. Adam Hilton and Jordan Eck take the green flag. Hilton has been your leader from the start. Eck is 2nd. The 11 of Eric Beggs 3rd. Jerry Schaefer in the 4 car trying to slide into 3rd. We got a little crisscross for the lead. Eck is your new leader as we take the white flag. Jordan Eck was scored as the leader that time by. But Hilton has got the lead back into turn 3. Off the 4th turn they come. Adam Hilton will win the heat race over Jordan Eck, Jerry Schaefer, Adam Sigel, then Jamie Duncan and Rocky Kugel. We are just about set for the All-Star Dash. Fastest 6 cars that transfer. Oh, incoming. Well, they bring 6 laps for the All-Star Circuit of Champions. Cole Duncan and Andrew Polker, your front row. The way they finish is the way they'll start tonight's 30-lap, 5,000 to win feature events. Lee Jacobs with a slider, but Cole Duncan has the lead back on the back chute. Jacobs just second, challenging for the lead into 4. The wild shot on the high side behind Polker. Polker third, Hodenshield fourth, then Kemenaugh and Lynch. Cole Duncan driving off from the field right now in the Rudzik Excavating 49. Jack Hodenshield to the high side in 3 and 4, right up to the top of the racetrack. He's got to run. He'll dive under Polker down the front straightaway for 3rd and 1. Hodenshield up to 3rd. Still on the outer banks, off at turn number 2. Lee Jacobs trying to close in on race leader Cole Duncan. Lynch now around Kemenaugh for 5th, and he goes on the attack on the inside of 1 and 2. The Apollo Rocket slides up to 4th. Polker tries to pass him back into 3. 2 laps to go. Lynch is 4th. Polker is 5th. Kemenaugh is 6th. Out in front, it's Duncan over Jacobs and Hodenshield. Lynch over the banking in 1 and 2. He will drop back to 6th. White flag is waving. Cole Duncan was 2nd here last Friday night in his family 22 behind Carl Bowser. Tonight he's in the Rudzik Excavating 49, and he'll start on the pole of the 30-lap A-Main with Lee Jacobs 2nd, Jack Hodenshield 3rd, Andrew Polker 4th, Chad Kemenaugh 5th, and Ed Lynch Jr. will start 6th. Pacing the field. The top 6 will transfer to tonight's 30-lap feature events. And they're off. It's Gustin on the outside of the 80 with the early lead. Soderman is 2nd, Wagner 3rd, Howard 4th. Kekich and Sesko battle for 5th. Howard to 3rd, Kekich to 4th, Wagner drops to 5th, and it's Flick and Sesko. A.J. Flick in car number 2 as Jack Soderman. Oh, Flick spins in turn 2, Wagner in the 38th. Alongside, they both come to a stop, and the caution is out. Slump, but he's not a sophomore, but he's a rookie in the sprint cars after a handful of successful years in the sportsman, but what can go wrong is going wrong. Right now for young A.J. Green is out. Trey Gustin in the 80. Steal your leader, Jack Soderman Jr. 2nd. Brad Howard is 3rd. Sesko is up to 5th. Right now, Brent Mattis running in the final transfer spot in the 33. Sesko and Howard and Mattis racing hard into turns 1 and 2. Your leader in car 80, Trey Gustin. Jack Soderman Jr. 2nd. Adam Kekich is 3rd. Francis Sesko 4th, and Brad Howard and Brent Mattis. No change. So we move into the middle stages of this MSD Ignition B-Main. on the outside, squeezes between Sesko and the wall into turn number 1. And he'll make the pass off at 2. Brad Howard is second. Car over the banking in turn 1. Dennis Wagner keeps it going. We're still green past halfway. And your leader down the back straightaway, Trey Gustin in car number 80. Ahead of the 23 of Jack Soderman Jr. Gustin about to complete lap 9 of 12. A lead of more than 2 seconds. Just over 2-second advantage. Brent Mattis to the inside into 3 to 33, trying to pass Brad Howard for 5th in the 49. 2 laps remaining, 2 to go. Trey Gustin, West Union, Ohio. Another Buckeye State driver, Jack Soderman Jr. in second. Adam Kekich by himself in third. The race here is for 4th, 5th, and 6th between Francis Sesko, Brad Howard, and Brent Mattis. They all will transfer if they stay in the top 6. Howard gets a little racy back around Sesko. White flag for your leader. Trey Gustin coming down the backstretch into turn number 3 for the final time. The MSD Ignition B main goes to Trey Gustin just ahead of Jack Soderman Jr. The 5K of Adam Kekich third. Brad Howard in the 49, Francis Sesko in the 2, and Brent Mattis in the 33. It'll be Howard, Sesko, and Mattis 4, 5, and 6 moving into tonight's feature event. Trey Gustin takes the win in the MSD Ignition's B main. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of President Guy Webb and the staff of the All-Star Champion Racing Incorporated, we thank you for your support of America's Series here tonight as the cars roll through turns 1 and 2 the next time. They'll begin to assemble in their 4-wide formation. This is their way of thanking you for your attendance here tonight at Lernerville. In return, we ask that you stand, make some noise, and show your appreciation for the drivers' efforts thus far. Ladies and gentlemen, the University of Northwestern Ohio All-Stars Circuit of Champions. Ready to go, green the next. And Joey Saldana, Dale Blaney, and Greg Hodnett have won A mains. Who will be the hot shoe tonight? Cole Duncan in the 49, Lee Jacobs in the 81, bringing the field to the chalk line in turn number 4. The green is out. It'll be Lee Jacobs off the outside of turn 2, your leader down the back straightaway. Jack Hodenshield in the 9, trying to slide into second. He does. Duncan is third. Then it's Folker, Kemanaugh, and Lynch into turn number 1. Down the back straightaway. Lee Jacobs in front. Cole Duncan trying to return the slider on Haudenschild. He's got second. Hod is third. Kemanaugh moves to fourth. Pelker is fifth. Lynch sixth down the back straightaway. Then Holkraver and Schaefer. Holkraver down on the inside in car number 10. Your leader, Lee Jacobs, about to catch the back of the field. 4 laps are down. 4 down. Off of 4. Jacobs lapping cars. Cole Duncan closing in, as is Jack Haudenschild. Thick traffic for your race leader in turn 2. Down the back straightaway. Spinner off the top of turn 3. It's Brad Howard in the 49. Caution is out. Out. We got the 10 and the 22 side by side. Lee Jacobs comes off the top side of turn number 4, the green waves. Into 1, Hod tries to duck under. Duncan can't do it. Holkraver, meantime, moving up. Now Haudenschild slides back into second with a slider in 4. Duncan back to his inside in turn 4, but can't get back around. It's Haudenschild second. Duncan third off of turn 2. Cole's got to run on the high side down the back chute. Kemanaugh fourth. Holkraver's moved to fifth. Races for second down the front straightaway. Jack Haudenschild and Cole Duncan with Lee Jacobs out ahead. Haudenschild to the tippy top, sliding off that second turn, and Duncan passes him into turn number 3. Holkraver has still fifth. Folker is sixth, and Blaney, Schaefer, and Lynch having a good race there. And the back half of the top 10. Lee Jacobs down the back straightaway, lapping Brad Howard in the 49. Haudenschild off the banking on the back chute. Kemanaugh on the attack, trying to take third from the Wild Child. Haudenschild third. Kemanaugh fourth. Holkraver fifth. Blaney is up to sixth after starting in the 14th spot. And Dale Blaney started 14th. He has worked his way to sixth in the 14th. Then Folker, Lynch, and Schaefer. Lee Jacobs picking him up and putting him down into 3 and 4 around Kekich. One lap car between first and second. Haudenschild trying to close back in. And he slides almost to the top of 2. Well, he got to the top almost over the banking. He was closing back in on Duncan, but lost more ground there. Holkraver now is up to 4th in the 10 car. Kemanaugh is 5th. No, Blaney slides to 5th. Dale Blaney to 5th from 14th in the 14. Lee Jacobs way ahead. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and 5th all on the same straightaway. Cole Duncan, Jack Haudenschild, Danny Holkraver, Dale Blaney, and even Chad Kemanaugh. Jacobs off the bottom of turn 2, lapping Brandon Spithaller. We're coming to halfway. 15 laps down, 15 to go, 15 to go. Danny Holkraver now trying to close in on Jack Hodenshield. Hodenshield, meantime, trying to duck under Cole Duncan. Off the pace, Brent Madison to 33 to the infield on the backstretch. Then we got a spin. Brandon Spithaler in turn 4 keeps it going, 360 style. No caution. Your leader by himself into turn 3, Lee Jacobs. Caution, we got another spin in turn 4. This time it's Brad Howard in the 49. Brad Howard. 7 cars a lap down. 5M Mike Lutz, 33. Brent Madison retired. Lee Jacobs cracks the whip. And we are back green flag racing. Oh, the race for third into 3. Hodenshield holding off Holkraver for the time being. Danny off the bottom of 4. Blaney is still 5th. Schaefer is next, then Kemanaugh, Helms, Felker, and Lynch. All right, your front 5 have broken through the lap traffic. Blaney with a run on Holkraver for 4th into turn 1. Dale to the outside, Danny on the bottom. Down the back chute, Holkraver with great forward bite exiting turn 2. He'll move to the outside now through 3 and 4. Schaefer is 6th. Hodenshield again a little higher than they wanted off at turn number 2. Lee Jacobs, 10 laps from $5,000. Your leader into turn 1. Brad Howard in the 49 headed to the pits. Cole Duncan just ahead of Jack Hodenshield now for 2nd. Blaney tries the bottom side of Holkraver for 4th. Dale Blaney moving up to 4th. Remember, he started back in the 14th spot. Blaney, Holkraver, and Schaefer have won 6 of the last 7 All-Star races here at Lernerville. They run 4th, 5th, and 6th right now. It's the Ohio contingent out in front. Front 4 cars, all from the Buckeye State. Lee Jacobs, Cole Duncan, Jack Hodenshield. Duncan and Hodenshield racing hard for 2nd through traffic at the same time. And they've actually cut into Jacobs' lead. Jacobs' lead has shrunk a bit. 6 laps to go, 6 to go. It's definitely shrinking. Here comes the wild shot on the outside off at turn 2. Duncan still 2nd, Hodenshield 3rd into 3. Jacobs right ahead of them now. 3-lap cars or 3 back markers in front of him. Lee Jacobs has been in front from the get-go. He's got the best of the All-Stars closing in now down the back chute. Your front 5 cars, 6 cars all in the same straightaway. 4 laps to go. Jacobs clears Spithaler. Duncan and Hodenshield in striking distance in turn 1. Hot on the outside, running the rim. He's around Duncan. Blaney now has closed in. He's underneath Duncan trying to get 3rd. 3 to go. Lee Jacobs in turn 1 runs the bottom of the racetrack. Hodenshield 2nd. Duncan 3rd. Here comes Holkraver back to 4th. 3-lap cars between 1st and 2nd. 2 laps to the checkered flag. Lee Jacobs, your leader. In turn 1, a little breathing room right now. Danny Holkraver off the bottom of 2, up into 3rd. White flag waving for Jacobs. 2nd is Hodenshield. Holkraver 3rd that lap. Then Duncan, Blaney, and Schaefer. Lee Jacobs down the back straightaway one more time. Brings the 81 off a turn 4. The checkered is out. Lee Jacobs, your winner. Hodenshield 2nd. Holkraver 3rd. Blaney 4th. And Duncan 5th. Jacobs' dad has won some big races here at Lernerville Speedway. Kenny, second all-time in All-Star wins, and now Lee gets hit. What a race behind him. Things were really getting interesting there at the end. Jack Hodenshield ends up second. Danny Holtgraver third. Dale Blaney from 14th to 4th. And then Cole Duncan 5th. Excited Lee Jacobs. A little donut on the front straightaway. We'll have to give him a shove to Sheets victory lane. A lot of slicing and dicing. Lee Jacobs led at the distance, but man, things were getting interesting at the end. He got through the traffic the best there the last few laps and separated himself. Here he comes into Sheets victory lane. Don't forget Sheets convenience stores. There's one near you. They're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Watch out, watch out. Whoa. You would never know the Hodenshields and the Jacobs grew up together. Jack up here to congratulate. How about a nice hand, Lernerville? Your winner with the All-Star Sprint Cars, Lee Jacobs. And the Simcox Grinding and Steel Company, Crown Investment Services, number 81. When I got him up there, now we got to get him down. Jack Hodenshield here to give him a thumbs up. We'll get a word with Jack and Danny after we talk to your winner. Put that hat on tight, man. The wind will blow it away. Lee, congratulations. I've watched your dad win a lot of races. You didn't do a bad job yourself tonight.
Yeah, you know, since I've came here, I've ran pretty good at this track, and just to win a feature here, you know, especially with John Lewis and the Lewis family and the history my dad's had at this racetrack is awesome. But to get my first ever All-Star win at this racetrack, I'm awfully damn happy right now.
The track got slower as the race went on. Were you getting worried?
No, because our car, I moved around before the green flag flew, and I knew our car was pretty good down here in the middle, and I started feeling really slow coming off of 2, so I moved down on the racetrack, and that's when it started really coming in again for me, and we had a really good race car.
You did have a good car. At times you were way out in front, but at the end, the traffic got real thick, and you're trying to get a win, and you're not trying to make a mistake, and you know they're coming. How were you concentrating and doing all that?
It was hard. I just kept on telling myself to breathe, and the lap traffic, you know, I knew if I just get one in between me a lap, I was going to be all right. But like my little cousin Cody did a hell of a job on this race car all night long, and we've been slowly working at it and getting better and better each night we ran, and I can't wait for tomorrow night at Mercer now, boys.
Well, you've got 97 to go to catch your dad.
That's a long way, that's for darn sure. I don't know if I'll be racing long enough to catch my dad.
Congratulations, great job.
Thank you very much. I gotta thank Johnny Lewis, the whole Lewis family, Amanda Lewis, Jack Lewis, Simcox Grinding and Steel, Pro Shocks, Butler Built Racing for building the best seats there is. This is just an awesome feeling right now. Thank you all the fans that came out tonight. I know we had a little issues on weather. Thank you guys so much for staying here.
All right, Lee Jacobs, your winner with the All-Stars here at Lernerville Speedway, his first All-Star win. Where'd Jack go? Jack, come on over here. Let's talk to the wild child. Jack. You lived up to your name, my man. You were all over this place.
Yeah, we were searching around there, and Lee was really going good. He was he ran a nice smooth race and did a good job.
Well, about 7 or 8 to go, you guys were catching him while you were working traffic. Did you think you had a shot?
Well, maybe a little bit, but he was really running smooth, so I don't know. We probably couldn't do nothing with him anyway.
Well, good luck tomorrow night at Mercer.
All right, thank you.
All right, the wild child, Jack Hodenshield, comes home second. We'll talk to Pittsburgh's own Danny Holtgraver. You came on really good the second half of that race.
Yeah, it's kind of searching around a little bit at the beginning. Couldn't really get going. Was all right on the bottom. Top was too fast, and just never really could get in clean air and get up top. It was always in traffic. But you know, guys, I got to thank all my guys. They worked their asses off tonight. We broke a motor and broke something after the heat race. I had to change motors, and they were down there going crazy. So just thanks to all my guys for getting me back on the racetrack. Rob Hunter for giving me this opportunity. Just everybody that helps us. Golden Flavor Sesame Sticks on board. There's a million people. Just got to thank everybody, J&J, VRP, Kistler, HP Engines. Just, got to thank everybody.
You were really good off the bottom of 2, man.
Yes, it's usually works for me. The top
got the magic spot.
It's sometimes, and the top started getting way around there, so I kept working it. But like I said, just was tough to get up top down here, and it was pretty dominant over the bottom. But hey, we'll take it. After tonight, that was a long one, so I'm happy as can be, and move on to tomorrow.
Good luck tomorrow night at Mercer.
Thank you.
All right, how about a nice hand, folks, for Danny Holtgraver, who came home 3rd. Penguins are losing 5-1. The Pirates are losing 4-3. All righty, on the pole, the freak, Nico DeBecco in the F1 out of Pittsburgh from Uniontown, the K2 of John Over, starting in the 2nd spot. Starting 3rd in the 14 is Danny Angelicchio from Greensburg, and then Andrew Wiley in the 84 from Salzburg. Brian Montgomery, car 27. Tony White, the 5 of George Kowatic, and the 27W of George Kowatic did not start, the 27W of Eric Wilson. Green is out. 20 laps. 20 laps for the Rush late models. Nico DeBecco is your early leader from the pole. Dan Angelicchio pedals the 14 to 2nd. Andrew Wiley is 3rd. John Over has dropped to 4th. Josh Holtgraver is already to 5th. DeBecco leads down the back chute. The 17-year-old from Pittsburgh out in front. In turn 4, we got problems. The 65 of Jeff Compton and the 27 of Eric Wilson. DeBecco and Angelicchio. Nico started on the pole. Dan started 3rd, and they run 1 and 2. And the green is back out. Josh Holtgraver moves up to 4th. Angelicchio goes to the outside of DeBecco for the lead through 3 and 4. They're toe-to-toe and wheel-to-wheel coming off. DeBecco comes up. Angelicchio's there. They scrub a little paint and head into turn 1. Holtgraver now underneath Andrew Wiley. The DNC Auto Body car moves up to 3rd. He started 7th. Wiley, who started on the front row, is 4th. Now Chad Ruhlman in the 4 car. Caution is out. Caution is out. Turn 2. Jeff Compton in the 65. The 2nd caution he's been involved in here in the feature event. Angelicchio with a win this year at Roaring Knob. DeBecco's won at Pittsburgh. Holtgraver, the 3rd place car, has won at Pittsburgh. Off for 4, green waves again. Into 1. Angelicchio again trying to roll the outside of DeBecco. And we got a problem in turn 2. Yellow for the K2 of John Over. Still a long way to go. Trying to string some green laps together. Angelico takes over the lead. DeBecco second, Holkraver, Wiley, and Ruhlman your top five. Alan Dellinger in the 8, who started 11th, has moved up to 6th. Dellinger has come from 11th to 6th in the 8. And the Brooks Automotive Pittsburgh Independent Auto Auction 14 of Dan Angelico heads into turn number 1, extending that lead over Nico DeBecco. Chad Ruhlman now in the 4, slides up. Josh Holkraver the 00, still third. Ruhlman, though, tries to change that in 3. Wiley is 5th, then Dellinger. Michael Lake running 7th. The caution is out for turn 2. Eric Wilson in the 27W. We'll try this again. Green drops. Oh, wreck on the front straightaway. We've got the 7 of Jeremy Adamick, the 12 of Ryan Montgomery, the 27 of Michael Lake, the 21 of Reitzman, the 27W of Eric Wilson, the 11 of Troy Shields. Dan Angelico restarts the race. He fires right now. The green is back out. We got a problem here. The 7 of Jeremy Adamick spins out. And the caution waves again. We have shortened up the field. We still have 14 laps to go. Angelico by, car length over to DeBecco, Holkraver, Ruhlman 4th, Dellinger now to 5th in the 8. Alan Dellinger has worked his way into the top 5. Started 11th, been helped by some cautions, been running strong as well. Chad Ruhlman takes a peek to the outside of Josh Holkraver for 3rd in turn 4. He's got the top side rolling, and now he closes on DeBecco for 2nd. Chad Ruhlman and the Spartan Sewell Rand machine car now to the low side of DeBecco. He'll take 2nd and quickly close on Angelico for the lead. We're almost to halfway, a lap from halfway. Caution is out. Turn 4 is the problem. WL Stow on the 1 and the 7 of Jeremy Adamick are the 2 cars involved. Lights are out. Dan Angelico, Chad Ruhlman, and Josh Holkraver head off into turn 1. DeBecco 4th, and Dellinger, no, Wiley back on the outside trying to take 5th from Alan Dellinger. Timmy Schaefer coming up into the mix in the 45 car. Orange is the popular color out in front. Angelico with Ruhlman sucked right in behind him at the halfway mark. 10 down and 10 to go. Chad trying to squeeze to the outside of Angelico. Almost got her too high. He's still in the gas. Still 2nd. Holkraver 3rd. DeBecco is 4th. Wiley 5th, and Dellinger, Schaefer, Moats. Shear and Medved running 10th. Chad Ruhlman on the ragged edge, closing back in on Dan Angelicchio. Josh Holtgraver just in front of Nico DeBecco, the third and fourth. Ruhlman has that right rear over the banking again. He'll lose some ground. It reminds me of the Wild Child. The Brooks Automotive Pittsburgh Independent Auto Auction 14, right in the middle going into 1 and 2. The momentum carrying him to the outside. Chad Ruhlman with another run down the backstretch. And the Cars Mile wiper blades, Rand Machine Spartan Tool 4 is back within 2 car lengths of the leader. 5 laps to go, 5 to go. Ruhlman dives to the bottom into turn 1, shows his nose. Angelicchio maintains the lead off of 2. Holtgraver and DeBecco, a very close race as well behind the 2 leaders. Door to door into 4. Angelicchio and Ruhlman, 4 laps from the finish. Lear Racetrack. Fifth is Wiley, Dellinger 6, Schaefer 7. Then Shear, Medved. Troy Shields is 10. Chad Ruhlman once again on the bottom of 1, slides up off at 2. Dan Angelicchio. It's been silky smooth out in front, has not made the mistake. Ruhlman trying to put some heat on. 2 laps to go, 2 to go for the Rush late models. Down the back straightaway. Angelicchio by 5 or 6 car lengths. Ruhlman charging into the corner to close the gap. But Angelicchio's momentum winning the drag race down the straightaway. Final lap, final lap. Ruhlman again to the bottom. The Brooks Automotive Pittsburgh Independent Auto Auction 14. This will be his first Lernerville win. Ruhlman going to make it interesting. Dan Angelicchio wins it over Chad Ruhlman, Josh Holtgraver, Nico DeBecco, and Andrew Wiley. It's his second win of the season. He won earlier this year down at Roaring Knob. It's his first ever win here at Lernerville for Dan Angelicchio in the Pittsburgh Independent Auto Auction. Brooks Automotive 14, Chad Ruhlman. He'll be making the drive to Victory Lane, Sheets Victory Lane. Brooks Automotive Group, Pittsburgh Independent Auto Auction, S&S Communications 14. Dan Angelicchio gets his first Lernerville win. So Dan mixes it up between the super lates and the crate lates. Mindy Norris, Ms. Lernerville will be presenting him with the hardware. All of our winners get the Snyder potato chips and that Turner's Premium Iced Tea. All right, how about a nice hand? Dan Angelicchio in the winner's circle here in Sheets Victory Lane in the Rush late models. Right here, my man, right here. Congratulations, man. That was a long race to get started.
Yeah, that took forever. I was getting worried there with all those restarts, but man, this is awesome. I've always wanted to win here at Lernerville, and this is something else.
You were so smooth tonight. I thought the car just rolled through the corner right where you needed to be.
Yeah, it helps. I got a lot of laps around this track last year. This is the same car from last year. So I kind of knew what to do with it.
Chad got close at the end.
I heard someone coming. I I just kept pushing harder.
People you need to thank, Dan.
I got to thank all my sponsors. First, I got to thank my crew, my dad, and my cousin Kevin, cousin Matt, my fiance Amy, my whole crew. Pittsburgh Independent Auto Auction, SNS Communications, Brakeman, A&B Photography, Winchester Auto Auction, and Brooks' Automotive Group.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Dan Angelico, your winner in the Rush Late Models. Outside is Jerry Schaefer in the 4 from Elwood City. Second row, Rocky Kugel from East Liverpool, Ohio, starting third in the Paper Services car. And fourth in the 4W will be Will Schaefer from Elwood City, the approved toilet rentals car. The 404 of Mike Krisiak from Mercer, scheduled to start fifth. Jamie Duncan from Brookfield ago. The Dodge Ram better get out the way. He's about to get run over there on the back straightaway. Here we go. Green is out. Jordan Eck, Jerry Schaefer, and Rocky Kugel heading into turn 1. Who's going to be the leader of lap 1? Eck in front. Oh, the 18 of Duncan. Out over the banking. Caution is out. "14 laps to go." Jordan Eck brings the field to life. On the outside, Jerry Schaefer in the 4. Still side by side as they enter 3. Adam Hilton to 3, now trying to make it a 3-wide battle off of 4. It's Eck, your leader, by 22 100ths of a second. Adam Hilton edging ahead by the slightest of margins. Now they're wheel to wheel, and here Jerry Schaefer right behind him, the 11 car. Eric Beggs was 4th. He gets passed by the 91 of Adam Sigel. Buffalo, New York. This guy traveled the longest distance to be with us tonight with the Rush Sportsman Modifieds. Adam Hilton. Man, he has got that lead growing in a hurry. Jordan Eck second. Jerry Schaefer in the 4, and the 91 of Adam Sigel race for third. Eric Beggs in the 11 is 5th. 10 laps, less than 10 to go, as your leader. out to more than 4.5 seconds. Jordan Eck is second. 91 car of Adam Sigel third. Jerry Schaefer in the 4, and the 11 of Eric Beggs. Battle for fifth. Beggs will spin the car in turn 4. Caution is out for Eric Beggs in the 11, who was big lead of more than 5 seconds for Adam Hilton before that caution came out. His race to restart, and he just did that. The green is back out. Jordan Eck trying to hold on to second. Whoa! Contact between Schaefer, the 4, and Sigel in the 91. Five more laps, 5 to go. Rocky Kugel with a problem in the 1 car. Comes a stop, to a stop on the outside of the 4th turn. Well, Eric Hilton, or Adam Hilton, he has been the class of this one, that's for sure. Dominant. Jordan Eck second. Jamie Duncan, who had some problems early in the race, is now third. The 18 car, then Adam Sigel. Eric Beggs in the 11 is fifth. The Royal Logistics MVP Network Consulting 3 on a dime, straight, smooth. Out to a more than 2-second advantage in just a couple of laps. Jordan Eck still second, then Jamie Duncan. Adam Sigel, Eric Beggs, Rocky Kugel, and Jerry Schaefer. Will Schaefer at the back of the field. White flag is waving, the final lap of the night. Down the back straightaway one more time from Buffalo, New York, Adam Hilton. Off the bottom of turn 4, and he'll win the first Rush Sportsman Modified feature at Lernerville. Jordan Eck wins at Sharon second tonight, then Jamie Duncan, Adam Sigel, and fifth to Eric Beggs. Back out of the pits. He'll have to cross the scales in the infield. Buffalo, New York. Yeah, he's never been here before. We got Adam's doing all kind of crazy things. Watch out! He's coming back around this way. We got to get his GPS out. We got him from Buffalo, New York to the pits, and now we got to get him from the racetrack to Sheets Victory Lane. found it. Yeah. He went for the scenic tour to Sheets Victory Lane, but he got here. That's all that matters. He went to the sprint car skills. That's what I figured when he went down off the back straightaway. That Turner's Premium Iced Tea will taste good with those Snyder potato chips. Tell you what, look at that, right size and everything. Good job, man. This thing, well, you look flawless.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's the first time I've ever even seen this place. I've heard so much about it, and it's only 3.5 hours away, so I figured I'd take a Friday drive.
Tell us a little, yeah, Buffalo, New York. What's your racing background?
This is my 5th year racing the Sportsman, and figured I'd come down here, help get this class started for these guys. Park right next to Jordan Eck, trying to help him out. He's, you know, it's the first time he's ever running, so I'm just helping him out, getting the car straightened out for him.
Love the class, then.
I love the class. I've been running up, I ran Canada Eggwood, Rolling Wheels, won a series race, run all over Quebec, and we went to Sharon a couple weeks ago there, and I like these tracks down in Pennsylvania. I used to race go-karts down here, so I figured I'd try out some of the sportsman racing down here.
So was Lernerville what you expected?
It is. It's a beautiful facility. The track's awesome, nice and smooth. I like it slick, so it actually played to my advantage.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, Adam Hilton, your winner in the Rush Sportsman Modified here at Lernerville. The New York Invader gets the win. Folks, thanks for coming out. Moms, have a great Mother's Day on Sunday, and all of you be safe on your way home tonight. Next week, Fab 4 Racing returns along with Buffalo Township Community Days. Should be a lot of fun. We hope to see you here.